We have some milk here. It's been sitting here for 5 days, so it's from the original bottle, and I brought it so the press can have some. You can swig it all out of the same. Remember the old days when we were kids, everybody shared a bottle? Today we tend not to do that, but if you'd like to, if you trust the person that you're drinking after, it's right here, it's yours, okay? It's semi-fresh, 5-6 days old. Thank you.
There are days in American politics when you genuinely wonder if the country is being governed, or if it's being distracted. Not misled, not lied to directly. Distracted. Because while the world is dealing with wars, alliances cracking, and domestic pressure building, instead of the real story, we were told to keep our eyes on Holme. Okay, and I don't mean that metaphorically. I mean literally, a press moment. A visual prop, a presidential priority. Now look, every administration has optics. Every presidency has its "this could have been an email" moments. But when this happens at the same time as territorial threats, diplomatic fallout, and a media class that treats it like late-night filler, that's when something doesn't add up. We're going to talk about why. Here's what happened. In the middle of mounting global tension, domestic unrest, international instability, infrastructure failures, the president held a public moment focused on milk. Not food security, not agriculture policy, not inflation. Milk, with a jug, on the desk, as a visual aid. Meanwhile, quietly, off to the side, senior officials were meeting with representatives from Greenland and Denmark amid escalating rhetoric about annexation. Let's be clear, this wasn't satire. This wasn't a joke clip. This was the President of the United States publicly fixating on a trivial issue while serious diplomatic consequences unfolded in parallel. And the coverage treated those things as unrelated. Because while the public was laughing at the milk moment, Europe wasn't laughing. Denmark expanded its military presence in Greenland. Germany, France, Sweden, and Norway deployed forces for joint exercises. That doesn't happen because of jokes. That happens because governments take signals seriously. Now here's where it gets interesting. The administration's defenders said, "This is being overblown. This is media hysteria. This isn't real policy." But the actions told a different story. Diplomatic meetings, military responses, formal statements of fundamental disagreement. You don't send troops because of a misunderstanding. You don't mobilize allies because of a meme. So why was the public conversa? Tying stuck on milk? This is where the media hypocrisy shows up. Cable panels laughed. Clips went viral. The tone was, "Isn't this absurd?" But notice what didn't happen. There was no sustained questioning of why this topic at this moment. What message this sends internationally. Whether distraction itself is a strategy. Instead, the milk became the story. And the Greenland situation became background noise. That's not accidental. Modern political media has learned something dangerous. If you turn power into spectacle, you never have to interrogate it. And the administration understands this very well. Controlled chaos eats scrutiny every time. Think about the timeline. Milk on the desk. Diplomatic fallout off-screen. Military escalation abroad. And a press corps bouncing between punchlines. Then we zoom back home. New York City. A newly elected mayor. 2 weeks in office. And suddenly, panic. Headlines screaming collapse. Commentators predicting bankruptcy. Warnings of socialism, authoritarianism, dystopia. 2 weeks. The same voices who told us to relax about international escalation were absolutely certain New York was doomed in 40 days. Interesting calibration. This is the real story. Not milk. Not Greenland alone. Not Zoran Mamdani. It's how power is framed depending on who holds it. When power is centralized at the top, give it time. It's complicated. Don't overreact. When power is local, new, or unfamiliar. Emergency, collapse. Un-American, the standard isn't consistency. The standard is comfort. And the media's role, whether intentionally or not, is to smooth discomfort for powerful institutio. An S, while magnifying it everywhere else. This isn't about left versus right. It's about accountability versus spectacle. Because when serious policy consequences are treated as background noise, and absurdity becomes the headline, citizens stop knowing where to look. And that's when trust erodes. Not because people are stupid, but because they're being trained not to focus. That's the cost. Here's the takeaway. One sentence. When leaders turn governance into distraction, and media turns distraction into entertainment, accountability disappears quietly, not loudly. That's the danger. Not tyranny. Not socialism. Not communism. Silence where scrutiny should be. So here's the question I want you to answer in the comments. What story do you think we were supposed to be watching? While everyone laughed at the milk, was it incompetence, strategy, or just a media system that no longer knows how to say, wait, this matters? If you want calm, independent political commentary that treats you like an adult, not a target demographic, subscribe to Breaking Supporters. We'll be here. No shouting, no spin, just the part of the story that doesn't add up.